Sega.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Skyblock Redstone tutorial. Today we will be going over a new kind of farm that will be farming cactus. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the design you see here is actually one of the more efficient, especially space efficient ways to do one of these farms. As you can see, we have our handy dandy packed ice yet again with a whole bunch of water and some string. So that's pretty easy build, honestly. It's pretty compact, so you can just put these here and it's just stackable all the way up, all the way, and you can just go on forever and all the way up to the top and then fill it in with all the sides and you'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and start building this over here. The first thing you want to do is build 5, 6, 7, 8, is build it over 8, and then go over, I believe, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're wanting to go over 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll fill this out. And this design is actually made so that you can stack multiple ones next to each other as well as just stacking it above itself, which is super awesome. And you only have to use packed ice for the bottom. So this part right here is what will be going all the way to the top, just making different layers that look like this all the way up. And it's really efficient, and it really doesn't use that much of any resource. It uses string, but you have one string for every sand, and honestly, in my skyblock, finding sand is the hardest thing. So it shouldn't be that difficult. So let's go ahead and fill in the outside here. Now we have our 7 side going to my right. So we'll go ahead and mark that with some sand here. We'll do like that. There we go. That is our short side. And then let's fill in this. And we're actually going to go down through this. So at the end of your 8 here, let's go ahead and fill this in so we can just make 1. And I'll go ahead and grab a water bucket. What we're going to be doing is filling in along the 7 all this water. So this will push everything down this direction and right here. So you're going to want to put, more packed ice down here and go ahead and fill this in with your building material, which is probably going to be cobble, but it can really be anything. And so right here, what you're going to want to do is decide whether this is the end or this is where your chest is going to be. Now if this is where your chest is going to be, then you're going to want to put out like this, put your chest here, and then place your hopper. And this will be everything to collect, and that'll be great. However, if you want to extend it and make a second one of these, what you're going to want to do is keep this little divider here, build 7 more over, put a sign right here, and then put water there and all the way over, and then go and repeat this as many times as you want until you hit the end, and then do the hopper chest system right there. But for this, we're just going to make 1 hopper and chest, 1 area here, and get it going like that. Let's go ahead and put our water bucket down right here, and that should flow right into there. It won't flow any farther, which is super nice because it is only 7 and not 8, so it won't stop right before, and it's pretty awesome. So now what we're going to do is actually place, we'll use our building blocks because we don't want to use anything else. Actually, you know what? This is what we're going to do. I am a loser, and I messed up again, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is put our string down. So you're going to put 2 string, every other one, starting from wherever you have this water. So this water right here starts this way, flows there. So you're going to go 1 away and just go diagonal and start placing it. Don't place it there, skip a space, and then go again. And then here you're going to skip this whole second row, and you're going to put it in the same places you put the first one. Skip another row, same places. So that way you are putting string on top of another piece of string, because that's the only way that you can get string to not break whenever you break the block below it. So you just break this string, and for me the string goes away. You'll be able to pick up the string, of course. Let's go here. Alright, so now what we can do is place in the water because we have our first sets of string down. So now we can place it in our water and it'll be perfectly fine. None of the string will break because it's right above everything. And you will need to put sand on top of every piece of string that you have placed. Right, like this. Okay, now after this you're going to want to put cactus on top of all of these. And then, in order to actually make this an automatic farm, you're going to have to put string in between each of the cacti. Now, in this middle row, you're never going to put anything. Nothing in these middle rows. But you are going to put things between cacti on the rows that you've already placed blocks on. Just like this. And what you're going to want to do is put some more sand like so. And this will make it so when the cactus grows, it'll grow and then there'll be a block there. And cacti can't grow next to other blocks. So what's going to happen is it's going to break and most likely fall to the side, which is why we have these sides here, fall to the side and get collected. And that will make it completely automatic, no pistons, not anything. This is probably the cheapest farm you can make, which is super great. And so with this system here, sometimes it'll fall on the cactus and break and go away and stuff, but honestly, this is the most compact and the best way to make this farm. So it's just going to have to happen like that. It's perfectly fine. And so what you're going to want to do if you want to build it up is to place more cacti here and then place string on the outside and start placing it above the cactus that you just had. So these cacti down here, you'll place string in between the two cacti here. And then you want to go make sure you get on the outsides, everything, and then you're going to want to place blocks here. So that way, these cacti will break automatically. Otherwise, you'll just have them growing as tall as they can and not breaking. So you always want to end with a blank canvas of these sand blocks, because otherwise you're going to have some that just grow and don't break. So you just repeat this as many times as you want all the way up, and you have a super compact farm. And this is super great, super easy to build, and I feel like this is one of the greatest ways to do the cacti farm. So thank you all so much for watching. That's all the time I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this little farm tutorial, and I hope you do stay tuned for more. Definitely leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more Skyblock tutorials, and I'll see you all next time.